everybody to Go Home TV. Today we are with Tenisha Williams, and I am so excited to have her here with us. Tenisha is down in South Florida, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her life. First, let me ask you, Tenisha, tell us a little bit about you, the name of your company, and what you do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dawn, for having me. I cannot even begin without saying thank you so much for the opportunity. My name is Tenisha Williams, and I am the broker owner of Elite Realty Partners right here in South Florida. We have one location in Davie and another in Miramar.
All right, that sounds great. Now, I heard that your firm was huge, that you have a lot of agents with your firm. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your firm? When did you get started and how many agents that you have?
I absolutely love our firm here at Elite Realty Partners, mainly because it's all about the culture. We actually opened up Elite Realty Partners in December of 2018. And in just 3 short years, we've accomplished so much. We have nearly 200 new agents. Majority of our agents come in brand new. So we are able to teach them from scratch. And our culture drives our sales because we truly believe that in putting the passion above the profit and truly focusing on the people.
All right, that's awesome. So let's go back now. I'm going to roll this back. And what I want to know is, why'd you get into real estate?
To be totally transparent, at the time I was a Miami-Dade correctional officer. And before I even talk about that, I kind of got to rewind even further. I was a 15-year-old pregnant teenager who had her child at 16 years old. And at the tender age of 18, I went ahead and moved to Tallahassee, Florida, and took my daughter with me. And we kind of went through college together as a young teenage mother. So from there, you know, of course, I had the passion and desire to become an attorney, you know, and things of that nature, but things don't always go as planned because after college, it wasn't about law school. It was about putting food on the table for my daughter. So we moved back to Miami, and I knew when I became a correctional officer that it had to be something more. I thought that it was going to be more of rehabilitation, but it was a lot of the opposite going on. So I really, to be honest, I went into prayer mode with my husband who's still my husband at this time. And I said, let's find our purpose. We knew that there had to be something more to life than just going to work and coming home and not being happy at work. So we bought our first property, and a little while after we bought that first property, it was like, I knew that that's what I needed to be doing. So I took 7 days off work, and I crashed and I crammed and I studied, and I passed on the first try. So to be totally honest, I was in pursuit of finding my purpose, and God put it in my lap.
All right. But you know what? I have to tell you, you're telling that story and it gave me the feels. I just have to say that. And that doesn't always happen. But when you told the story about how you had your daughter and how important she was to you, but still going to college was important to you too, you know, because, you know, your family is important to you, but you also want to make something for yourself and you want to be happy. And I can actually feel the passion that you just, you know, expressed to me. So I just wanted you to know that that was awesome. And when you were up at college in Tallahassee, what were you trying to study? What were you thinking about becoming?
So criminal justice is what I studied because I wanted to become a lawyer after I got my bachelor's in criminal justice. So I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice.
Oh, okay, great. And yeah, I get that. I had thought about law school myself, and it's extremely expensive. So yeah, it costs a lot.
And the funny part is I wanted to go to UM's law school, University of Miami, and now my daughter starts at University of Miami this week. She got her first bachelor's at FSU, and now she starts at UM in their accelerated nursing program. So she still kind of gets to, you know, pass the torch a little bit and live vicariously through my dreams. I get to live vicariously through her dreams, I should say.
Well, wait a minute. Let's back up a little bit. When last we left you, you had a job as a correctional officer. and a daughter and a husband in Miami. You bought your first house. How long did it take you to go from getting your first job as a correctional officer? And how many years after that did you get your job as a real estate agent?
So I actually started in corrections in 2010, and I became a part-time real estate agent in 2015. So just 5 years. And I couldn't even tell I was a part-time agent because I was putting in full-time work. I actually, yeah.
So, now I'm going to ask you this. This is a big, big, big question with new real estate agents. They ask this all the time. So we've got to know, is the burning question. How did you get your first client?
Oh man, I'll never forget her. My first sale, she actually was a coworker. She was a coworker alongside of me in Miami-Dade Corrections, and actually a friend of mine. And she needed to find a house, and she needed to find a house quick. She was pregnant with twins, and it was pressure. And my very first sale, I won't forget it because I just had to find her something. I didn't really have a lot of help, but I made it happen. And she still lives in that home today. She had many other children after that. Her and her husband are so happy. And at that moment is when I realized this is confirmation, when I saw the smile on her and her family's face at the closing table. And I just figured it out. I'm going to be honest. I didn't have somebody guiding me step by step on what to do. What I didn't know, I researched and I found out because I wanted to be sure that I treated her money like my own.
Oh, I love that you said that. We are ultimately the fiduciary to our clients. It's the most important thing we do. And I totally believe that whenever we meet with our clients and we tell them, we have our first meeting, they need to understand that we're working for them in their best interest. So, and I love that you get that, because not everybody does. They don't really understand. They think they just sell houses, and they don't. They represent people. So this is a people business right here. But so you said that in 2015 is when you got your license, but when did you become a broker?
I did not get my my broker's license until November of 2018.
So just 4 years ago. Oh, not even, because November is the end. So 3 years and a couple of months.
Absolutely.
And you grew your firm to the size that it is. How many agents?
I think we're at about 201,
200 plus agents.
But I'm not counting agents. Where I am in my life and in my business, I want to just focus on creating, producing agents. It's not about the quantity of agents. It's truly teaching them and showing them how to become quality agents. So we're not even hiring anymore after this month until second quarter, because we want to just dig in and focus on our elite family and make sure we're providing them everything that they need to be successful.
Right. Okay. That's great. So for you, it's not really about quantity, it's about quality, but yet somehow you were able to attract 200 people who feel your vision, who felt your passion, who got the feels from you as I did. And I do believe it is about culture when you're recruiting agents. And I think that agents join you. They don't join a firm. They believe in your vision. And I think that's probably why, at least why I see that you would have that many agents, is because I think you are able to sell your passion to them, just like you are with your clients. So that's kind of what I see and feel from you. But what I want to, go ahead.
Absolutely. Because the truth is, we don't actively recruit, Dawn. We have never sent an email out. We've never sent a text out. We've never actively recruited. We attract. And the only way to attract is to literally be able to have people identify with your mission and your passion, just like what you're saying. So I believe that our mission is so strong that it is resonating with the people, and especially newer real estate agents who want to become a part of that mission.
So tell me, what's your mission? What's the mission statement?
So our mission, not only is it to provide elite service to every single buyer, seller, and even colleague that we come in contact with. I don't know if you know this, Don, but the truth is that African-American people, African-American real estate agent is not a common thing. You know, there are still discrimination, not just in housing, but amongst real estate professionals. So our goal is to truly promote democracy in housing and democracy amongst real estate professionals, and just bring some color and diversity to the real estate industry, because we have proven with our numbers that we too can do the job. You know, we are involuntarily yet unapologetically an all minority brokerage, but we are fighting so hard to show the world that, you know, we belong, and we're going to do a great elite job.
One more time, I got the feels. I'm not kidding. Now, this is something I want to talk about this a little bit. And I don't want to get too into the spiritual realm. And we're on Zoom here. Usually you can feel someone's energy when you're in the room with them, but Zoom and everyone working from home, that's really gone away. People have taken that away, but not with you. Your energy resonates right through this computer. I can actually feel it, and I feel your passion, and it's something that I admire.
Wow.
So you don't have, so you're all minority brokerage, right?
All minorities. We have majority African-American and a few Hispanic and one Asian real estate agent. Yes.
Okay. Oh, but you would take somebody who wasn't a minority if they came?
Absolutely.
no?
That's why I
Okay.
say involuntarily.
Oh, okay. Just because that's who you know, right?
That's who we attract. You know,
Right.
anybody can come, anybody is welcome, but we do not actively recruit. So
Right.
because we do not actively recruit, that just by chance is who we are attracting at this time.
Okay. Well, I think that's wonderful. So let's talk a little bit about marketing. Okay. You must do a lot of marketing. And what I want to know is, what is your number one channel for marketing?
Social media, Instagram,
Mhm.
believe it or not. You know, a lot of real estate agents are just now tapping into Instagram, but countless buyers and countless sellers have come my way, even as a single agent, by way of Instagram. And now, even when I have our onboarding classes, majority of the room heard of me by way of Instagram. So Instagram, and then of course, secondly would be Facebook. Those are our biggest channels. And of course, that's because majority of buyers are looking online, and they still want to kind of know of the agent, and social media allows you to do that. Social media allows people to really think that they can connect with people, even through the screen, if you will.
Okay. So what about Instagram? Video Instagram? Are you big on video?
Oh, yes. So it's all about video. It's all about video. I learned the importance of video a few years ago, maybe about 4 years ago. But because video allows people to interact, and especially going live and asking questions, I tell people all the time, relatability creates relationships that brings about revenue. You know, so revenue happens to be the byproduct, but the more relationships you can bring by your relatability, you know, the bigger your business will become. And video is one way that you can do that on social media.
Okay, so how often do you post a video?
So I tell people all the time, you should have at least 3 to 5 Instagram stories going at one time. I don't mind dropping gems. And you should at least go live at least 3 to 5 times a week, 100%. If you're not going live, if you're not doing reels, if you're not posting in your Instagram stories, you won't even be a part of the algorithm, right? So you want to make sure that you're in that algorithm and people are seeing you. And if you're not doing videos, if you're not doing reels, they won't see you.
Okay. So what do you do? I mean, do you talk about your business? Do you talk about your home, your family, your kids? I mean, how personal do you get? How much business do you stick to? I need to know this because we do a lot of marketing here at our MLS, and we do a lot of social media marketing, a lot of Facebook, a lot of Instagram and all that stuff. So I'm with you on that. There's a lot of posting and tons of videos, but I always think about the line, like, you know, I'm selling houses. I represent myself as a professional, but yet I want people to know me too, you know, that I have a son and a husband and I'm happy and friends. So where's your line? Do you have a line, and do you have a filter at all?
I do not have a line. I do
No
not have
filter.
time. I could literally have an argument with my husband today, and tomorrow I might say, marriage is no fairy tale. It's gonna come with ups and downs. I'm an open book. I have to credit that to my mom because she's just as transparent as I am. But I feel like it's kind of like affiliate marketing, the concept of affiliate marketing. But
Yeah.
when people come to your page, maybe you love to cook. So they may be coming to your page because you love to cook, but while they're on your page, they happen to see that you're a real estate agent and they happen to need to sell a house, right? You might love the gym and you're posting about the gym all the time. You're excited about it and you're attracting other people that love the gym or who are inspired to go to the gym. And when they visit your page, they just so happen to also need to buy a house. So that's the beauty of relatability is, connecting with people. I love the fact that people are in my DMs on a regular basis, letting me know that, hey, you inspire me. Because to be honest, this is a very hard business. This is a very cutthroat business. There are so many things that go on behind the scenes, but when I am able to read those DMs and see how much I am inspiring others, it inspires me to not quit.
That's awesome. Yeah. You're inspiring me right now with your story. So I can totally see that. It's your personality though. I mean, not everybody has that. Not everybody can do that, but you definitely have that. I want to be around her. I don't know if it's your smile or just, just the way you come across, but I can totally see that that's how it goes. Now, let me ask you, you mentioned affiliate programs. Are you an affiliate to any outside of real estate in any way? Because a lot of people who are big on social media and they have a huge following and presence, they do affiliate marketing too. Do you do that? That's a side hustle, by the way.
Yeah, that's a whole missed opportunity and a whole nother conversation because I'm not, to be honest, I do not have any affiliate agreements. I refer a lot of people. I support a lot of people and businesses, but I'm so busy and so focused on building a brokerage that I have not even, taken on the opportunity to, get that revenue share.
Do you have more than one office or do you just run all the agents out of one location?
So we have 2 locations. One location is in Davie, Florida. That's where the agents do their work out. They go to that office to work. And then we also have the Miramar office where we have a lot of our closing celebrations here, because even when people close with Elite Realty Partners, it's a celebration. We pop champagne, we give, them gifts. And because a lot of our buyers are first generation home buyers, we're really helping bridge that home ownership gap. So we celebrate each and every buyer and each and every seller that has their closing here at our office.
Okay, so let's go down the list. All right. 1, social media marketing, post 3 times a day. I'm talking about like for agents who see you, right? And we're here to try to inspire new people in the business or people who are stuck, people have no idea what to do. Okay. So your first bit of advice, Instagram videos 3 times a day or 3 times a week?
The videos 3 times a week, but you should be posting, to be honest with you, you should post at least 3 times a day.
3 times a day. That's the algorithm, right? That's the Instagram algorithm. Absolutely. Can you just for our people who are watching, can you just explain a little about the algorithm or what you know about it and what it does and why it's important?
I can tell you this, always pay attention. It doesn't matter if Facebook is the platform, Instagram or Twitter, you want to pay attention to the new things that platform puts out. And to be honest with you, the people who start utilizing the new things that the platform puts out first, they're the ones who gets the most views and gets the most engagement. And why does that matter? Because those followers are leads, right? That you can convert. So you want to pay attention, even when the reels came out. So many people just refuse to do reels, but the ones who are doing reels are now monetizing, right? Their reels. So you get rewarded for paying attention.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say right now that I didn't even think of that. Of course, it's like, a light bulb just went off over my head. Of course, Facebook wants to promote reels. So whoever adopts them first is going to get extra exposure And I never even thought of that. That's awesome. So that's like great advice right there. Okay. So everybody who's listening to this and you want to know about marketing, that right there, do what's new, because whatever's new, they're going to promote it for you and you're going to automatically be in the algorithm,
Yeah,
right? That's how you get in the algorithm. Okay. Awesome.
absolutely.
Yeah. And have you tried TikTok yet?
I just feel like that's a whole nother job. I'm like, wait a minute, do I just stay in my lane or do I try to introduce TikTok? Right now, I have chosen to stay in my lane because TikTok is above me. I'm not on it.
My kid came home with TikTok a few years ago and I looked at it and I was like, that's not going to go anywhere. I was wrong. So, but now everybody's, dancing. They're doing the thing.
Yeah.
Have you
They're
done
really
any,
funny. They're really funny.
have you done any dances?
I have not. Mm-mm.
No dances. Have you done any of the, you know what I find out? I see that a lot of this comes up in my news feed on Facebook is, and I get hooked on it every time, and I get mad that I get hooked on it every time, is that somebody is there and they're like cooking something, or they're like doing artwork, and they're just tell you like, all right, in 1 minute, we're gonna stop it, and you're gonna see what it's gonna look like. And
Yeah.
3 commercials go by, and 20 minutes of your life is gone, and you sat and stared at that thing, and you were like,
You
and
can't.
then when they were done, like they were done cooking it and they said how great it was going to be, it was terrible. All they were doing was keeping engagement
Right.
up for a certain amount of time.
Exactly.
And that's the algorithm. That's the secret.
And understanding sales.
Mhm.
See, once you begin to tap into sales and truly understand that, hey, in just one given day, you're being sold countless times, and when you start being aware of it and you begin to understand it, now you can be more of the seller versus the one that's always being sold.
All right, so here we go. As a real estate broker and a businesswoman, so I know you count yourself as a broker and a businesswoman first. Are you a salesperson, a marketer, or a representative? What would you say? And I know you're all three, but what are you first? Are you a marketer?
I would say I'm a salesperson, but a passionate salesperson. I tell people all the time that there's 2 different types of salespeople. You have some people who use that skill for evil and some who use it for good. You have to pick a side. And
Back it up. Explain evil.
some people
know.
are so good at sales, they have people making decisions that are not great decisions, and they know that they're not great decisions, but by the time they have them commit, they'll be long gone. That's not the type of salesperson I am. And the stereotype and statistics kind of gets in the way of that. I tell people, when you learn how to master the art of persuasion and you know that you're planting good seeds on good soil, then the harvest shall be plentiful. As long as you're using that skill set for good, then there's nothing wrong with being a salesperson.
And that's why you give people the feels. I'm telling you right now that is why it's integrity. And it's something that you don't see a lot in people. I'm not saying people don't have integrity. A lot of people have integrity, but you don't see it in them. I see yours and I feel it. And that's why you're successful, I think, in my opinion.
Dawn, thank you.
And I want everyone to know who's watching this. This is the first time I met Tenisha. This interview is the first time I spoke to her, and I knew a little bit about her. I had some background. I had no idea what she was going to say, and I had no idea how she was going to come across, but I cannot thank you enough. This was so fantastic to get your feelings across, because you came across more as a marketer, more than a broker. You came across as a human that I want to be around. That's why you have 200 agents without recruiting. Okay, so all right. Now this segment is for other people who want to start a brokerage or want to build a brokerage and want to recruit agents. You don't need to do anything but be an inspiration with integrity. Say what you mean what you say, and always be honest and fair with everybody. I mean, if you do those things, you will have more business than you know what to do with. Because I just believe what goes around comes around. And when you're good to people, they're good to you back.
100%. And
Yeah.
you know, the truth is, Dawn, some people, they start off with those intentions. They start off with those very good intentions, but then the money comes in, you know, and that's the unfortunate part about it. You know, you have to truly be deeply rooted in your beliefs. You have to be deeply rooted in what you stand for. So when the money comes, you're unmovable, you're unshakable. The money is the byproduct. You'll never let that drive you. But when some people get money, you know, it alters and changes behavior. So I like to tell people all the time, just be deeply rooted in who you are. Be deeply rooted in what you stand for, and don't ever make it about the money. Make it about the passion.
100%. You said it. You could not have said it better. This was absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy that I met you. I can't wait to meet you
Happy
in
I
person
met you. I'm
one
happy
day.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Yes. Look, we're not too far, so one day soon.
Yes, excellent. All right. Thank you so much for coming in, Tenisha Williams. One more time before we go, name of your company, where you're located, and how people can reach out to you.
Awesome. Well, I am Tenisha Williams. I'm the broker owner of Elite Realty Partners right here in South Florida. We have agents from Miami-Dade County, Broward County, Palm Beach, Orlando, Jacksonville. So if you're ready to join, we're ready to have you. We also buy and sell throughout the state of Florida. You can find me on Instagram at your favored broker, not favorite, but favored, or Elite Realty Partners. You can also give us a call at 954-990-7526.
All right, that's awesome. I can't wait to see you and talk to you again. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it.